All right, hi folks. This is Larry Mussolino. I wanted to record a short video to show you around um, the Canvas course for Math 113. A few students were asking some questions about where to locate things. So, um, first of all, let me come here to Canvas. This is our course, and let me click here on Announcements on this left-hand menu. And so, please, every time you log into the course, please check these announcements. I'm going to be providing like a to-do list each week. So each Monday, I'm going to publish here a to-do list. Then usually on Thursday or Friday, I post an announcement with a reminder of what's due that coming Sunday. So most of our due dates are going to be on Sundays. For example, here is a announcement about what's due this coming Sunday. And so if I click on this announcement, you'll notice here it's showing you there are really 3 assignments that you have to complete plus a quiz. So if you notice here, it says first go through all of the read view links for module 1. I'll show you those in a minute. Here are the 3 assignments that you have to complete. Then there's a reflection assignment, and then there's a quiz. Okay, so this is a reminder of what you need to do by the Sunday for the first week of our course. By the way, folks, we have some excellent tutoring called Brain Fuse, and you access that right here on this left-hand menu. Anytime you need help, online assistance, click here. You connect with a real person. You know, there's not an AI chat or anything like that. It's a real person, and the tutors are very, very good. All right, let me come here to modules. This is where most of our activity is in the course modules. And so to start off with, please download a copy of this course schedule. Let me open this up and show you what this looks like. So folks, this is going to show you each week what is due in our course. So for example, here, the first week we started August 25th. These are the topics we're covering. Here are the 3 assignments you have to complete. Then there's a module 1 reflection you have to complete, and then a module 1 quiz. All of these are due August 31st. What about next week? Well, next week, we're going to start on September 1st. That's Monday. We're going to be talking about these kinds of topics. Again, there's 3 assignments you have to complete. A reflection assignment and a module 2 quiz. These are due September 7th. So please, a good idea, I think, is print this out. Use it as a checklist for due dates. This way you don't forget any assignments. Okay? Let me go back to modules. And let me scroll down here to going back to modules. And I'm going to scroll down to module 1. So the way to get started here is read about linear equations in our textbook. There's a lot of worked out examples there. Watch these videos. So I think it's important to watch the videos. Sometimes students jump right into the assignments, but then they get stuck because they don't have the right background. Watching these assignments are a very good idea. Let me click on that link just so you can see some of the videos that are here. So for example, here's one video to watch. And it's a short video. Let me click on it and I'll just show you. This is about 10 minutes or so.
From College of the Sequoias in Visalia, California.
And so this author is going to go through and talk about solving equations with a lot of worked out examples. Okay, so please be sure to watch the video. Here is some other supplementary resources where you can kind of explore with some simulations and little experiments. So that's a good idea to check that out. And then here is the assignment. So let me come to the assignment here. So notice it says due August 31st. Whoops. Right here it says due August 31st. It's worth 2 points. So it's not worth a lot, but it's the practice you need. So if I come here, click on this link, here are the homework problems for you to be working on. So notice there's only 2 problems. Now, you can either do this on paper So you can write your work out on paper and then take a picture with your phone or scan your work. Or if you want to download this file, you can download this and edit the document as well. So either edit this document and upload your work, or just write out the problems on a piece of paper and take a picture of your work and upload that into the submissions area. Okay, so if I click here, start assignment, it'll let you upload a file. You can also just type in your work. So if you want to just try to type it in here, you can. And this text box has like a built-in equation editor. So you can actually use this to enter like equations or other math symbols if needed. So whatever you view as the easiest way for you to communicate your answers. Now, please show your work on these assignments. Don't just come up with an answer, because if you show your work, I can give you partial credit. And if you show your work and you get a problem wrong, I can point out to you where you went wrong. If you just show me an answer, let's say you write down x equals 7, and that's the wrong answer. I don't know how you got there, so I don't know how to help you. But if you can show your steps, that, of course, is a very good thing. And then same thing for these percent applications. Same thing for solving a formula for a variable. So here are the 3 assignments. Then you're going to be ready to take this quiz. And this quiz is going to be like a multiple choice quiz. Let me show you what this looks like. It's taking a second to load here. So here it is. And so you're going to be given one question at a time. It's multiple choice. So I'm going to pick an answer, go to next. I'm picking random answers here, so I don't think these are the correct answers. And so you just, of course, work these out on paper and select your multiple choice answers. Remember, I'm just guessing here, so don't use my answers as, so I'm just showing you. So this is 6 questions. I'm going to say submit, and it's going to auto grade and show you your results. I got 0 out of 6 because, of course, I was guessing. So these are multiple choice questions. Okay, let me go back to modules again. And one more item that's due is a reflection. And this reflection, let me come down here. It says reflect, think about your learning. And so that's just going to ask you to kind of think back on what resources helped you. So there's really no right or wrong answers to this. This is like your opinion, but this is required. And it's going to ask you to, when it comes to solving linear equations here, do you think now you're confident you could do it with some help, or you're still struggling? Okay. And then you can enter just a few sentences to kind of summarize your reflection here. How do you feel about these concepts now? Do you think you're confident, or do you think you still need some more practice on that? Okay. And so that's the idea for each module. Key folks here is, please don't leave these to the last minute. Sometimes I see students starting these assignments, late on a Sunday night. That's not a good idea, because you're going to run out of time. You're going to be under stress. You're not giving yourself enough time to get help. So please be sure that you are spreading out this work. For example, because there's 3 assignments and a quiz and a reflection, a good idea would be like do one of these assignments each day of the week, right? That spreads out the work, gives you a chance to get help. You can use the tutoring service. You can email me for help and so on. Okay, folks, let me know if you have any questions. I'm available to help anytime. And I hope this video was helpful to give you a quick overview of our course. Thanks.